All right. I just sent it. I put it out on Facebook. Hang on, everybody. It's an awesome thing when you got people saying, hey, I can't find your link. So here we go. Boom. Okay. So back to the layoff, just because that's my current drama, right? So I keep relying on that. So when that happened, the first thing that happened was, because of my faith, I'm like, well, God has a plan. He must have a different plan than me, and so I hope you guys can find the show. Those that were texting, it's out on Spreaker. It's the Bev D Show. I posted it on Facebook. I think I titled it something about action plan. So you should be able to just click on that link. So I was really sad. Really sad. But I was sad about everything. It isn't just like, woe is me, and, I lost my job, and what am I going to do now, and, any of that. It was everything. It was, just the virus is sickening. The violence is sickening. People aren't just dying of the virus. There's Children's Hospital that's filled, St. Jude's Hospital that's filled with kids with cancer, and terrible things. But it was taken over. I kept telling myself, I'm okay, and I was. Look, I'm here. I am okay. I kept relying on what was. I do have my health. I do have a wonderful boyfriend. I do have a house, a car, all of these things. I just have to figure out a way to nurture and keep them. So I had to remember that God has this. I started saying things like, God has this. I love you, Jesus. God and the universe have a different plan. And certainly, the best part about that, the best part is that God and the universe are so much greater than me. And that's why I always tell people, hey, if you don't believe in God and you don't want to follow that path, find something that you believe in that's greater than you. Because if you think you're the be all end all, you're going to fall, you're going to crumble, you're going to crack, and you're not going to know how to put yourself back together. But my fear, my sadness, that was normal. But it was recovered by my absolute not giving up faith. In these few months, I should say, because good Lord, this has been going on since March, April. But in these months, two dear friends, their husbands passed away. Now that's sad. And I know people get sick and they die alone. Children everywhere, still starving. So what I did was this. I have a basic prayer that I do, and it's simple, but it's my relationship with God, and it's, again, He knows my heart. But what I really started doing, on Facebook, people will say, please say prayers for me. Please say prayers for somebody you don't even know. But I need prayers. This is my brother. This is my uncle. This is my dog. I'm going to try really hard not to get choked up because I really want to get this message through. And sometimes I cry and it gets lost in translation. So, and you say, I'll pray. I really do that. I really pray. I add that person's name in. this is something years ago I did not do. But I physically say that person's name. And I might not even know what I'm doing. I might just be saying, please God, please help. A dear friend, Gina, she had lost her dog, Shelby, and I said that. And I said, please take care of her. And my dear friend Dee had lost her husband, and I said, please help Dee. Because this is going to be hard. Because she's known him all her life. And they've just had this ridiculous, crazy, long marriage. And these are just recent ones. I've been doing this for months. And now I'm to a place to where there's a lot of people in my prayers. And put a name to it. Because if you ask God to pray that, to help you, and that you're praying for this specific person, suddenly you have purpose. Suddenly you are getting back to what God wanted you to be, a temple, a servant. And it's not about you anymore. It's not about you. Grateful is one of my favorite words. I just think it sounds so pretty, rolling off the tongue. And it's a simple word. And that's another word I might have. When I'm having a bad moment, I can just go grateful. Because that simple word, the enemy hates it. Because you know how I know he hates it? Because he goes away. As soon as I say I'm grateful. And then once you get stronger, you can say, I am grateful for. And I don't care if it's the sun in the sky, a bug eating your roses. I don't care what you're grateful for. However simple, once you start, it is those tiny things that you look around your home or wherever your situation. And I know it's tough. I know it's rough. I've been there, and it's hard to find grateful. So just don't be grateful for anything. Just say that word. Just say I'm grateful. There's always one thing to be thankful for, grateful for. It can be, thank you, God, I'm grateful for hearing myself say the word grateful. I took control. Now it isn't about if. I know it is. I know that really good things happen. I know that there's love to be found somewhere. But it's how I will react. How am I going to control my actions, my thoughts? Because if you allow those thoughts to overpopulate your brain, the adversary wins. Now, things are really bad out there. That doesn't mean I'm not a warrior and a fighter. I just have to watch how I consume my thoughts. Because you have to remember, you are here, whether you believe in God or not, you are here for a purpose. You are here for a reason. And sometimes you don't even know what you may have done for someone in a day. I went to a funeral last night. Everybody was masked up. And as soon as I saw my friend, there were no words. I hadn't seen her in a long time. She lost her husband. He passed away after he was ill, and for some time. And we just hugged, and we cried. And there was no COVID. There was no hatred. There was no fear. We just hugged each other and cried. All masked up, of course. And then simultaneously, between seconds, long seconds of hugging and sobbing on each other's shoulder, we both said, I love you. And there is no way I could understand her pain. But she was added to my prayers. And it gives you perspective. You know, it's a shame what they did to funerals these past few months, because when you are at a funeral, you're in a room where everything else is void. The only thing that's in that room is love. That's it. Love and loss. They say a couple of prayers, but you just look at that row of family and you know you are looking at a row of broken hearts. And behind them is a sea of people that are there to help mend their broken hearts. So I have a recent battle. It has to do a little bit. I mentioned to you guys, you know, that everybody was masked up last night and everything. And here's the one. I am not one that really likes to go to the grocery store and spend money in the first place. But over the years, becoming a better cook, I kind of enjoy it. But it's still annoying. And truly, you know, this is my battle. Human beings are annoying. They just are. They're in your way. They don't know that the world is revolving around only them. They're always where you need to be. And now with this distancing, every time, not sometimes, every time that I need to go to the meat section, and again, thank you, God, for letting me have the money to be able to buy meat. I say those things while I'm standing there so annoyed at the person who probably has their grocery list in their phone, maybe, but they're on their phone. They're texting or they're looking at it, and then they kind of touch the meat and they're scrolling through the steaks and shuffling around, you know, ground meat or whatever. And it's like, I know exactly what I want. I need to make sauce and meatballs. I need the ground meat. And I stand there and I have to wait. I have to wait. We have to wait. We have to wait on one another like no other time before. And then I look around because I'm annoyed at her. And I look around and everybody has on a mask. How stupid we all look. All the sheep wandering around aimlessly with these stupid masks on. They just look so dumb. No one is within reach of making one another sick. But everybody, okay, fine. I had to give in, so now I too am standing there like I got this big black scarf over my face. I'm not an idiot, although people love to tell me I am one, because I am just so pissed off about these scarves or these masks. But I am infuriated with the sheep mentality. Motorcycle riders, bicyclists, runners, people walking through a parking lot with these damn masks still on their face. And I feel like, this is me, and I don't know where this comes from, but I cannot shake the feeling that there is someone somewhere chuckling and going, look what we made them do. It was the United States of America. It's a free country, and we got them all wearing masks. And I honestly feel like they're drinking, smoking, and laughing at us. I can't shake that, but that's where my prayer comes in. But it's funny. We're wearing this stuff, you know, this is a broken record out there. We're wearing these masks to stop a virus that you can't get if you're at a riot. And you can't get if you're at famous people's funerals. You're safe.